that they did, that they should not do like them.
Read.
It says duet 12, 30, 31.
Keep going. Read it again.
It says duet, what does that mean?
To do like them?
No, it says duet 12, 30, 31.
Oh, that means Deuteronomy. That ain't nothing, but keep going.
And they that are the commandments of the Lord the God, and made the molten image even to calves, and made a grove and worship all the hosts of heaven.
You see that? Now, what did the Most High say? He said what?
He said, yes, follow my commandments and statutes.
Right, but did they do that?
No.
Because they making what? They making what? Statues?
And images.
Right, here we go. So Israel should be doing that? Absolutely. Keep going, read.
Worship all the hosts of heaven and serve by
Baal.
Baal.
Baal is Satan.
Oh.
Okay. Keep going, read.
And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire and use the
divination. So hold up, stop right there. So this says, and they caused their children to pass through the fire, meaning that the children of Israel are sacrificing their children. Right? Do you think God's special people, chosen people, are supposed to be doing that He got the covenant with? No. Keep going. And it said, and divination means witchcraft. Now we see. Remember, you said that the Haitians, the Levites, that the earthquake and all that happened to them. You know why that happened to them? Because they were practicing witchcraft. They were doing that what the Most High said don't do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keep going, read.
And the enchantment and sold themselves to the evil in the sight of the Lord.
See that? So they were doing it in the sight of the Lord. They were doing it on purpose. See that? Keep going, read.
To provoke him to anger.
To what?
To provoke him to anger.
Very good. Read.
Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight.
Now, how did He remove them out of His sight? He
made
took
the Romans come in.
Absolutely. Very good. Very good. But that happened later on, though. But He's going to see that He split the tribes up. The Israel and Judah, the two kingdoms. He split them up. Israel was carried by the Assyrians, and the Jews, our people, along with the Benjamites and some Levites, they were left in the land until Christ. And then the Romans came and took them. We're going to read it. Keep going, read.
There was none left but the tribe of Judah.
See that? That's the Judah king. That's us. Okay? Southern kingdom. Read.
Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made.
See that? So they just follow Israel. Like, well, Israel's sinning. We might as well just go ahead and sin too. Might as well join them. Can't beat them. Join them. And they did it. Keep going, read.
And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until He had cast them out of the sight. For he went away from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, king, and Jeroboam drove Israel from following the Lord.
So the king, remember now, the king, he was sinning. And because he was sinning, all the people under him became sinners because he wasn't leading them right. Now, I want to ask you a question. When people think about Martin Luther King, right, and all these other people, did they help our people? Did they help them? You think so? Okay. Now I want to show you how they help. I'm gonna show you how they didn't help. You know what I mean? Because we're still under oppression right now from the same government that brought us over in slavery. Make sense? Okay. Keep going. Read.
Some sin a great sin, for the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
You know how he removed them out of his sight? You remember?
Romans.
Absolutely. The Romans came and got them. We're going to read that real quick. All right? So now, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. Remember I was telling you about, we're reading about how can somebody ever asked you, how can you prove it? Go to Deuteronomy 28. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is this. Start of Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Read that.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord.
So hearken means they listen closely to the voice of God. Read.
Thy God, to observe and do all his commandments which I command.
Remember that? Remember he said, do all my commandments? Do everything which I command, read.
Thee this day that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
See that? So he said, listen, if you just keep my commandments, remember, by the prophets, if you keep my commandments, I will put you above all the people of the earth. Okay? Keep going, read.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, you see that? Now, watch this. Do you Detroit is a blessed city, or you city it don't need blessed, right? It's not blessed at all. But guess what? Read the next verse.
Next verse is, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body.
No, blessed should be the city. Read it.
Blessed shalt thou up in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
See that? Did we get so? Israel didn't get the blessings because remember when we read, they started doing what? They started
worshiping the wrong.
Absolutely. So they sinned against God, right? Okay. Turn the page. Start at verse 15. Let's find out.
It shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Hold up. So did Israel see the blessings, or did they receive the cursings?
The curses.
Absolutely. So let's find out what some of these curses are. Okay? Remember? Because they received the curse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Read 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed thou shalt be in the field.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Is Detroit a blessed city or a cursed city? And Detroit has what majority who in here?
Black.
Absolutely. See that? See how we matching that? Go to Deuteronomy 68.
68?
Yep, 68. Nope. Verse 68. Over here.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt again with ships.
Hold on, you see that? That's the slave ships. Egypt means bondage. Remember I was telling you about that? Mm-hmm. The word bondage. Egypt means bondage. Keep going.
And which should by the way, wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Stop right there. Remember, now on the Atlantic slave ships, was the people on the ships, the Hebrews, did they go back or they came to America?
They came to America.
Did they ever go back?
No.
Not at all. Keep going. So this says, by the way, what? By wherefore?
By wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning that the way you came on those slave ships, you would not be going back on those slave ships. Read it.
And they ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and
means slave men. Read.
And bondwomen.
Means slave women. Read.
What is slave women or slave men?
Slave. Remember? Okay. When our people came over here, were they slaves?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a bondsman.
Oh.
Got it?
Mm-hmm. And no man shall buy you.
Buy you means that the word buy in Hebrew means to redeem. So it means no one is going to redeem you. Got it? All right. One more thing before we go. Now, we know that happened. Let's find out how we ran into Africa. Remember I showed you that? We're going to go through some of the curses, but what I want you to do is read this. Start up this.
Highlighted?
The highlighted part, absolutely. Read that. Now you're going to remember this is how we got into Africa. Read that.
In the year 65 B.C., the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
See that? Read.
In 70 A.D.
Remember that year or not? Remember Okay, keep going.
When the Romans, 70 A.D., General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
Read.
With great slaughter.
Read.
During the period of military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it had been estimated that over a million Jews fled to Africa.
Yeah, where did it go?
Fled to Africa.
Where did they pick us up at? On the slave ships.
Africa.
Absolutely. Keep going, read.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery, the slave market were full of black Jewish slaves.
See that? So who are we?
Jews.
Absolutely.
You reading?
No, you got to read that. We're going to keep going. I'd like to say shalom and peace, Israel. You want to say peace, Israel? Shalom?
Shalom. Peace, Israel.